Hey, what's going on, guys? The intro didn't work, and I'm on StreamYard, and I don't know how to use it. So I thought I would share with you guys the process of reformatting some files for AlphaRed, and then we can just talk about Christmas. I'll share with you what I got for Christmas, and let me see if I can add this live stream up to the thing, and you guys can maybe jump in and share with me what you got for Christmas. Let me hit this invite button. Copy this. I think this is how you do it. I'm gonna pin it in here. Paste. Kapowski. Did it do it? All right, guys. That is the link. If you are on Facebook or on YouTube, those are the two places that you can jump on in. And I'm going to share with you my screen. Let me see if I can do that. Share screen, a window, and we'll do that. Oh boy. Can I? Am I sharing it? Oh, awesome. Okay. Is anybody with me? Let me put this over here so that I can see if somebody would join me so that I can also do this. So let me see if this is the right screen that I want. So what I'm doing, guys, is I'm converting these files into why is it not? Let me see. This is 7. Okay. We're in the right spot here, I think. We're converting this into which camera am I looking at? So I'm converting this into something that I can use to send to the printer. And I've already sent the stuff into the printers, but there are some things that I have not yet for AlphaRed number 6. And so that's what I'm doing this weekend so that I can send it to him and then he can get it back to me in time to meet up with AlphaRed number 6 that is coming in to be delivered on Tuesday. So it's on its way. I did get word in from the printer that it is shipping and it is on its way. So that's good news. The bad news is it's 3 weeks late because I wanted to get it to you, anybody who supported AlphaRed number 6. I wanted to get it to you by Christmas, but that did not happen. So hopefully, if you were a backer, you got my email that connected you to a digital version of it. And I wasn't going to do a digital version until everybody got their physical copies and before I offered it even to purchase. But I wanted to make sure that you guys got something in December. Anybody who supported AlphaRed number 6, I wanted to make sure that you guys got something in December. So what's going on, Ernest? Hey, that's great news. I appreciate the support, and I appreciate you. You are one of the super fans that are getting what I am working on, which is the Superfan All Art Edition. So what I want to do is anybody who supported me on all 3 platforms, that's Fund My Comic, Indiegogo, and Kickstarter, is going to get a free limited edition, numbered and signed version of just the art. So it would be all the pencils. That's for the cover, for all the covers, and for all the pages, and then all the inks, and then all the colors. No words, no nothing except for the numbering of the comic. So there's only going to be 10 of them. So super rare. So I am glad that I think you, Ernest, earned 2 of them. I gave you an extra one because I saw that you had gotten multiple things on multiple platforms. So you, Ernest, will be getting 2 of those art editions. So let me see if I can. Yeah, so if anybody sees, I don't know how you pin these things. Let me see if I can pin this. Nope. Can I pin it on here? Put user in timeout. Nope. User is me. You should see in there a link to the StreamYard stream. And if you feel inclined to join me, please do so. So what I have to do sometimes is for these, the size of these files is generically 11 by 17. That's how I draw them. Well, it's how it's formatted, and so just pretend that I drew it that big. I actually made it smaller if you've heard me talk about it, but I've made it. I've re-enlarged it when I do it in the computer so that all the proportions match up for a comic book. So what I want to do now is shrink them to a printable size. So you draw it big. You typically draw it big so that when you shrink it, you can add more details when it's bigger. And then so you're not having to draw it so small. So I'm looking at the wrong camera again. Darn it! I'm just going to take this out. This is a new camera too for me. Watch this, guys. This is one of my. This is one of my. This is one of my Christmas presents. My son gave me this. Hopefully, look at that, guys. It actually moves with you. It's like a 4K something or other. So if you want to jump on with me and share with me some of your cool Christmas gifts, look at that. See, and the back. This is the back of the screen. That my second screen here. So fun stuff. If you're generous with your kids, when they get money, they're generous with you. So this is like a $150 camera that my son gave me. My youngest son gave me. So I'll slowly go through some of my Christmas gifts. I have them right next to me. Okay. I got a box. See how it followed me around? It's kind of creepy. But kind of cool. So hopefully you can hear me okay. This is StreamYard. So I have not jumped on StreamYard for a long time. Actually forgot to turn on the music. Let's turn on some music, guys. Hopefully it's not too loud. You can tell me if it's too loud. Things are not working like I had hoped. Maybe I gotta pull this out here. Nope. Oop, that's not working. I'm just not gonna touch that. All right. So, okay. All right. So we're gonna make this bigger again. So what I want to do is convert this from the big size that it is, 11 by 17 in here. Let me see if I can show you the image size here. This is the boring stuff that you have to do here. Is it not showing? Why is it only showing? Let me pull this down and stop the screen. Kaboomski. I'm going to present maybe the whole thing. How do you do it? Whole window. Entire thing. I think this is that showing you? No, it doesn't show you. It doesn't show you. Well, it's giving you the image size. Man, I thought I was going to be able to show you some of this boring stuff. It's going to be even more boring because you can't actually see it. Let me see if I can redo that again, because you just convert it in there. It tells you how big the file is, and then you have to go in and change entire screen. Let's do the entire screen. How's that? Kaboomski. There you go. All right. So this is 11 by 17, right? And so I want to convert it. I know that my printer wants a 300 DPI, so the resolution down here is 300. So the height of it is going to be 10.25. So I just change it in here, hit OK. And what I do is I'll just drag it from one panel to the other, one pane, one whatever. I don't know how one window. We'll call them windows. One window within Photoshop here. And so, let me see. And see, this is cool how the new version of Photoshop kind of lets you know when it's right in the middle. You see, I don't know if you saw that little line. Yep, it shows you that little line that shows that it's right in the middle of the screen there. and then it looks like it's good. So I'm going to hit the flatten button here. Going to flatten that, and then I'm going to rename it because I just used the number, the file, the PDF file, because I'm also converting these into a Photoshop PDF, which is a more detailed PDF. So I hit this button here to save as, because it went from a JPEG. The old version, the old picture was a JPEG, and then I'm saving it as a PDF. And then it asked me, hey, how high the quality do you want it? And I say very high because it's made for printing. And then so it is now ready to just, when I compress it into one giant file, it will save all those details in there. So I'm going to click this, close this down, and I'm going to say no, I don't want it saved because I shrank it, and I don't want it to stay small. So I'll grab this next file, and slowly but surely I got to work my way through all of them, get the image size, bring this down to 10.25, and then that converts it like magic. And then I just pull it over here, and then the magic of Photoshop, you see how that little purple line, pink line, I don't know how you guys see it, but purple or pink, it's right there in the middle. That means it's in the middle. I let it go, and then I looked at the corners here, and it does a pretty good job of showing me scale wise what that the corners are equal. So I am confident that it is centered. And then I flatten it, kaboomski, and then that just compresses the layer. And so up here, if you take note to this CMYK, this is a printing preference that I'm noticing. Like I typically, whenever I pull it up in Photoshop, it'll give me the RGB, red, blue, green, as far as colors go. But when they go to print, for whatever reason, they break it up into these layers, cyan, magenta, yellow, and whatever K black is. So if I go into, where's my, okay, channels here. This is how they break it up here. So the cyan, and then the magenta, the yellow, and then the black makes it like a true black is what they were telling me. Things that I just learned as I was using that new printer. They were like, your PDFs are really not good. And I was like, the PDFs are the same that I use for any other printer, but they don't, they had not. And I didn't realize that. So when I use this new Color Vision, is the new company that is offset printing the Alpha Red number 6 and Alpha Red number 1, actually, because I made enough money that I'm investing into more issues of Alpha Red number 1 so that I can bring the cost down. That's part of my long range investment into Alpha Red. I invested back in, so I paid cheaper per comic book because they're printing up a lot more at a time. I'm printing up 2,000 issue number 1 and 1,000 issue number 6, and that's part of the crowdfunding money that I was looking for when I was doing the crowdfunders. So that got all reinvested into Alpha Red for future stuff. So I moved this over, number 6, so now I have to rename it. So save as, and go in, and then I just backspace and hit 6, hit save, and double check as, did I save it as the right thing? Save as PDF. And 6, and then 6. And I go over here and say, no, don't save, because I shrank it. And then I'm ready for the next one. And this is the boring stuff that nobody tells you about when you're sitting around drawing and you say, oh, I'm gonna make awesome comics. And so this is 10.25, and then you think you're just gonna draw pictures and make cool drawings and never have to worry about printing in what format the printers prefer. See that pink line? And I check my corners. I'm good to go. Go over here, flatten it, and then hit save as. It's gonna, because I do this so that I don't have to. I don't know. This is a shortcut for me. I don't know if it's the best way to do it, but because this file is already a PDF, it's always gonna want to save as a PDF, and so I just keep using it and I keep renaming it. I didn't rename it right. Darn it! Can't talk and chew gum at the same time. I'm gonna jump over here. And did I? Kaboomski. And this is how I have to renumber all this stuff, so I didn't rename it right. Okay. Oh, I don't want to. All right, we're gonna have to delete that. Delete. I'm just gonna resave it with the right numbering. I forgot to put the 5 in. I took out the 6, but I never entered in page 5. And we'll just have to go back in and delete that later. And then say no to this again. And then that's part of the things that you have to remember. That's like, because you want to save your work. You tend to want to save your work. So what did you guys get for Christmas? I'll show you another thing that I got for Christmas. You saw the camera, right? This is the camera. Follow me around. Hey. I love it. So this is page. I want image size. Don't know what image size. What do I want? I'm on here. Image size, make it smaller. Bring the height down to 0.25. Because that is the size of the comic. And I think I changed this one. I think I cut off this wing up here, though. I might go in and cut off that wing for the final cut. That, and then the corners are good. I shall flatten. I don't know if you guys think this is interesting or not, so let me know if this is interesting. And let me know what maybe I can see where people are watching me. I cannot. So I'm going to save this as number 4. Page 4, save as. Take out the 5, make it a 4. Save. Are you sure? Yes. Exit out. Hit no. Don't save. And bring in the next guy. So I accidentally left my external hard drive very far away. So I don't have my external hard drive, which I would typically be using to do this. But I did find where I had shared these files on Dropbox with part of my creative team. I think I'm ready for moving over. Yes. And so I was able to pull it off Dropbox, and I can do some of the work, but it doesn't look like I shared all of it. That was good. Let's flatten. So I really kind of scratching my head trying to make the most of what I can do while I wait for the external hard drive to get back to me, and supposedly it'll be here by Monday. So that is, I'm chomping at the bit, guys, honestly. It's like my whole world is on that external hard drive, and I do have a backup for the hard drive, but within the past 2 months here, I had not been, what am I doing? Shrinking it down, image size, 10.25. So I had not been very good about backing things up. And sure enough, Christmas comes around and I'm running around like a chicken with his head cut off. and I am sweating it because I forgot my external hard drive at the office, 4 hours away. So it's not right around the corner. And I had all this to do this week. Save. This is page 2. So hopefully this doesn't spoil it too much for you guys. I should give you the spoiler warnings. What's going on, William? How you doing? How is it up there? You're from Canada? Am I remembering that right, William? Remind me. So I'm gonna got that, the PDF for that, and this will be. Gotta change the size, shrink it down. Come on. Get off. Image size, make it smaller. No, nobody wants to share what they got for Christmas. I'll share another funny thing that I got for Christmas. That I don't know why. I thought it was so funny, but I ended up with this gag gift from a White Elephant gift exchange that I just get a hoot out of it. And after I flatten this and save this, because this is number 1, save as number 1, hit enter, save as a PDF. Hey, what's going on, Tina? Yes, William is from Canada. Tina says the new Notre Dame gear. Oh, so like husband, like wife, Notre Dame fans. Give monthly food stuff for the parents, right? Awesome. Tina got some gift cards to the older kids, toys to the younger ones, and you went nowhere. I'm jealous, Tina. And games, 5 crowns. 5 crowns. Is that a card game? You have to clue me in on that, Tina. And Tina's watching from Facebook. So yeah, look at this. I can actually pull them up. Duh. StreamYard, I'm not so good. Okay. So you got a drone for Christmas. That's awesome. Are you licensed, William? My son just got his drone license here in the U.S. and apparently it's not super easy, but he did very well. And the instructor told him that he should be a pilot. So of course, this 16-year-old wants to be a pilot. But you got money. Awesome. That's always good. So with that, I purchased the complete TV series of G.I. Joe. You're 41 and you're still into G.I. Joe from the cartoons. That's awesome. You're a little young for the G.I. Joe, the cartoon. I mean, that's my stuff. That's back in my day. But very cool. So this is the gag gift. I'm gonna hide this real quick. I'm gonna give you this gag gift that nobody ended up stealing. You know, the White Elephant gift. You know, you open it and then you get to steal and you get to pass it back and forth. And this happens to be a yodeling pickle. I got a kick. I don't know. Maybe I liked it too much, and people were like, "You're weird," and then so it ended up in my pile. So the yodeling pickle sits next to my desk, and when I'm feeling frustrated, the pickle yodels at me. So that's one of many gifts, like that camera. I don't know if you came in late, but I got this camera my son gave me, so I get a kick out of that too. So close this down, hit no so I don't forget, and then pull out the next one. So I only had a couple of the colored pages to do, because that's all I shared on Dropbox with the letterers. And then on this is an inked page. So I gotta convert this down to the size. Same thing. I'll go down here, Bamski 10.25, and then I drag it over, and this mostly puts people to bed. So I'm glad you guys are sticking it out with me, so I don't feel like I'm doing it all by my lonesome. Let's see. William says, no license yet, but I think I'll need one to fly it. So you technically, well, down here, you need one, but you can always be working on it. Apparently, that's the thing. So maybe you just are working on it. You're perpetually working on it. Let me see. I'm gonna save, right? Save as. And what was this? This was called 2. See, I'm looking at this number here. So it is, so when you're creating digital files to send off to the printer, you have to name them in a logical way so that you can always be talking about them, and maybe they can even figure it out without asking you, because you don't always, you're not always available to answer their questions. So it's going to be, the second part of the comic is going to be the inks. So I named it 2. So if you see down here where I named it 3, that's because it's the third part, and it will be the colors. So I have to clear this whole thing out and put 2 AR6 page 20. Oop, it won't let me do the slash, so I'll do the dash. And then Kabamski, do you want to save as a PDF? Yes. Save this? No. But yeah. But what else? Who else? Kabamski, my older brother and cousin were big into G.I. Joe, so I carried over to me, and I watched the reruns on Saturdays. That's awesome. Are you enjoying the comic series, Ernest? I am maybe doing the drawing this week, maybe a G.I. Joe. I'm taking suggestions for tomorrow's draw stream. If you've got a suggestion. I did Superman last week because everybody was talking about Superman, and I was excited about the Superman trailer. I don't know if you guys liked what you saw in the trailer. I assume that everybody here saw the Superman trailer, and I'd be interested to hear whether or not you enjoyed it, because most people enjoyed it, is what I saw on the internet, but I did not. I was not impressed. But I did go back, and my first watching of it was from my phone, and so it was really small, and it didn't look very impressive. But when I went to show my son, I did it here on my computer, and it was much bigger, and I was much closer to the action, and I did enjoy it more. I was more impressed the second time around. So, I forgot to open this back up. I apologize. Nobody wants to see that much of me. Nobody wants to see that much of me. Save image. Make it small. 10.25. Bamski. Going in here. And is that centered? I believe it is. Flatten. Kaboomski. Come over here. Save it. 18. Yes, save as a PDF. And no. So, anything else? Let me see here. William says he liked the Superman trailer. So what was your favorite part of the Superman trailer? Oh, wait a minute. I missed one. Do you remember your pages on the art were numbered digitally for the printer. The number of pages, it coincides for me. Honestly, William, when I send it in, the number of the pages matches with the thing. And for the cover, I do a 0A for the front cover, and then I'll put 0A front cover. And then on the inside front cover, I'll name it 0B inside front cover. And then when I get to the back, depending on how many pages, like this is a 20-page comic, so it'll say page 21A inside front cover, and then inside back cover, and then 22. Well, no, just 22, 21, and then 22 back cover, so that they know, even though it's going to be 24 images, the page count on the inside is something I like to keep on page, because I'm working with them as that page, and so it's kind of stuck in my head, and I think they understand the 0A and 0B as long as I add the cover description on it. That's how I do it anyways. So William did like it. You're doing tedious work, but it's worth it. It is. I love the final outcome, and this is where, where they say the weak and the strong. This is where the weak fall off. They don't want to do this. They just want to do the sketches. They just want to send it off to somebody and not do it. But for guys who want to go all the way to finish it, to just do the hard work and get there. I think I accidentally turned my camera, so it takes hand signals. Okay, so like I think, all right. So if I wanted to stop following me, I just put up my hand, and then there's a light that blinks, and then now it won't follow me. So there's other signals that you can make it do, but I like that it follows me. So if it makes you dizzy, let me know, and I'll make it stop. Make it stop. James, make it stop. But yeah, I don't have an idea for tomorrow yet. I think it's either G.I. Joe or Transformers, because I have some sketch covers of that. What am I doing here? Shrinking them down. Okay, bring it over. Kabamski. Yeah, hopefully this is not spoiling it for you guys. But, I mean, Ernest already, you already have the digital, hopefully. Did you guys get the digital? The email that contained the links to the digital files? The digital version of Alpha Red number 6, along with, I think I sent Alpha Red Volume 1, the trade paperback, digital file too, which is not something that I have given out. So, save as 17. So let me know if you guys got that. I know Tina, you supported it, and Ernest. William, I don't remember. I don't think that you did, because I've been working with that all weekend. Well, all Christmas week here, with all the supporting names and stuff. And I'm glad I triple checked, because I want to make sure that I order the right amount. And I did not realize what I had promised in the Fund My Comic. On the Fund My Comic side, oops, 10.25. And I was very generous. I included a lot in the, if you bought it on Fund My Comic, I think you got the best deal, because you got whatever. Let me flatten that. That's centered, right? Flatten. Yes, no? Flatten. You got, if you didn't order just the plain exclusive cover and the free Alpha Red number 6, you ended up getting whatever that other thing was. Like if you got Alpha Red Volume 1, whether it be the regular cover or the hardcover or the homage cover, you also got the exclusive variant and the free Alpha Red number 6. So that was not the intention, but that's what I promised. So Ernest, you're getting a lot of a lot of stuff. I think you have the most like stuff, but I very much appreciate your support and a lot of redundancy for you that you're getting just because of the packages that you supported me, and you'll end up with a lot of Alpha Red that you can share, or you can keep for yourself. You can keep it all for yourself. Let's see. William says, I like the crypto part of the trailer and the Clark scene. That's what a lot of people said. And I like the explosion scene where he covers up the girl. That was my favorite part, even when I was looking at it like super small. So that was a lot of people's favorite part. Let me take out this other camera so I'm not staring at a camera that is not whatever. But I knew I'm like one of those people that complain about some of this stuff because it's not a surprise to me because I watch all this behind the scenes stuff. So I knew crypto was coming. So when the smoke or the cloud of snow was coming, I knew it was crypto. So I know that was a big part for a lot of people, but it was not as big a reveal for me. And I did that to myself, I'm sure. So I can't complain. Nobody to blame but myself. And then when you're watching that Clark scene with his dad on a really small thing, it really is not impressive. It looks like Clark's eyes are darting around, and the acting did not look great because of it. And so I had complaints about that. But when you watch it bigger, like on the screens that I have in front of me now, I did not notice his eyes darting around, or what I thought was his eyes darting around. So I liked it better when I watched it on a bigger screen. And it says, I did get the email. I like the comics in my hand to read though. Yep, I get it. I just didn't want, I promised that I would deliver it on in December. And I just wanted to make sure that I'm holding my hand here, because when I was doing my hand, the camera stopped. The camera let me know that it was stopped. But yeah, I'm like you. I don't read comics digitally. So that is, I would wait too. That's just me. William says, I like the physical copy. The only problem I had from your last issue was the font was too small to read. Yeah, I get it. And I don't know how to correct for that, because I don't know it until I see it on there. And I think my letterer just he doesn't want to tell me, hey, I don't have enough room for your script. And I think I can edit, I can self-edit, but I don't want him to him to have to do it again. Well, so flatten, save as 15. Yeah, so I'm going to be more conscientious of that. I did have a second letterer help out this time, and it was only because I thought I was getting the colored pages imminently. I was like, they're going to come and they're going to be ready. And so I need it to happen today or this weekend. And so I hired another letterer, and he said, I told him, I don't know what I'm doing here. So hang on a second. Hit no. Cancel. Hit no. And so the new letterer, who happens to be from Canada, William, he's a super fast, good letterer. And he says, that's really small for the font. And I was like, I don't know. I do want it to match up with the first half of the comic. So I kept it, but maybe moving forward, I'll insist on a larger font. I have heard that is a complaint from readers, that the dialogue, the font is it's a barrier sometimes when they open it up, especially as we get older, my eyes are getting weaker. And so it's hard for me to see sometimes. I have to put it in the light. Let's see. That's good. Go down. Kabamski. So it's a barrier sometimes for people when they, and that was a complaint of indie comics. They complained that they did not know what they were doing. Oh, I forget. Yeah. What was it? 14. Their lettering, they did not consider the size of the font as part of the of the experience. So they don't pick it up because they can't read it because of the size of the font. So that's kind of crazy. But I hear you. And you telling me that this font was too small makes me think that it is a bigger deal than I thought, a couple of months ago when I had heard that. So rest assured, my friend, next one, it shall be larger font. Onward and upward. I'm really excited for this next issue too. It's got a lot of cool I don't know. I really like the story. I like the action. I'm much more intentional about the upcoming stuff because of what I learned this year as I connected with other independent creators, and as I was listening to people talk about, I should know, I think it was 13. I closed that before I saved this. As I listened to people talk about what makes a good comic and what they liked about comics. So with issue number, I did a lot of that with the current issue, with issue number 6. As I was drawing it, I was like, I can add a little bit more into it. And as I was editing Ray McKay's script, I was like, we can add this other element to it that's going to pay off in the next issue, or in 2 issues, or in 3 issues. I have a bigger story that I want to tell, and so I want to plant some seeds in it, and with this. So I was able to do that because issue number 6 was not out the door yet. So I'm excited for the next arc of stories, and each issue will be self-contained, but I want it to also be a part of a bigger story. So, well, guys, I am done formatting this piece of it. Let me pull this up here and show you what we did here. Sort by type. So this is what we created here. This 2 signifies that it's the inks. Then it goes all the way up until it hits the 3. Yeah, this was the one that I wanted to delete here because I misnumbered it. It was the 5. So I feel confident that I'm not doing anything that is going to ruin it. But yeah, once I get all these here done, if I can find more on the Dropbox, as far as more inked pages, more pencil pages, I didn't share many pencil pages. I guess I did, but I shared them with the inker via just a Gmail. I sent them one file at a time. So I did not use Dropbox for that, whereas with the colorist and with the letterers, I sent out, well, actually just the one letterer, I sent out these, and it was very helpful that I did, because now I could pull them off the Dropbox and work on them while I wait for the external hard drive to make it back to me. But that's it, guys. Let's go through some other gifts. Let me see here, if you guys care. So I got this here. It's a little generator thing. So when I go to comic book conventions, they don't always give me access to electricity. And so I have a laptop that I bring with me that I have an actual video game. Ooh, maybe I can show you the video game. I actually have an Alpha Red video game. Since I can share screens and stuff, let me see if I can share the video game that people can play for free. I'm gonna pull that up. Let me open. I think it begins with an S. Scratch. So Scratch is a free. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Scratch, but you can build your own video game. You can download this for free. It's an MIT thing. It's something that I don't know what it's meant for, but in homeschool, my kids are homeschooled. My son wanted to do some coding, learn some coding, and all these things over here are things that you can pull over, and you can create your own video game and load from your computer. So this is the game here. It's called Alpha Run, but this is all the code behind it, and you can just pull it from over here, and then they're different colors, and then you snap it all together, and you can make your own video game. And so, I don't know if you can hear this, but so the cars are going to be coming. They're going to be coming this way, and then what else? So he just has to jump over the cars. So like there's a scene in issue number 1 where he has to go through traffic to find the sniper. So I'm gonna hit this here, and I don't know if you guys can hear it. Let me know if you can hear the music, because there's music that you can hear. And this is the video game. It's nothing fancy, but the cars eventually get faster and faster, and if you hit the back of the screen, you're dead. See, game over. So if you can hit 50, I give you a free prize. We'll do it one more time, just so. Oh, well, man, see how hard it is? See how hard? But this is something that I was very excited about. My son helped me put this together. He knows about this Scratch stuff. I don't know. So I said, I'd like just a simple video game to keep people at my table when I'm trying to sell. Kills me. All right. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Oh yeah, maybe I'll just keep this up just in case. I don't know what's gonna pop up. I just have screensavers that pop up. But guys, I thank you for hanging out with me. This has been fun. I'm just glad somebody came out. Pull this over here and cover that up. But or I could just do this. All right, guys, what do you think? Tomorrow, what should I draw? Let's see if I missed anything. That was awesome of you to do that, because you show that you respect your backers. Yeah, absolutely. I just didn't know what else to do because it was out of my control as far as getting the printed versions to you. I don't know if I mentioned that one of our people lost their father while we were producing Alpha Red number 6. So at first he said, no, shouldn't be a problem. We should be able to hit the deadline. But that wasn't the case. Grief and stuff. And how do you ask him to, like, hey, hurry up? And so things got backed up. And once it Thanksgiving, I mean, we hit the holiday season, and I got busier. I was traveling more, and all that stuff. So we're behind because of that. And I wanted to make sure that people had the opportunity to read the comic if they really, really wanted to. So, and William says, I do my own lettering, and I did a print run of one copy off my computer, and now I'm doing my own proofreading and fixing up the fonts and sizes. Yep. Yeah. So I learned a lot through the process of doing Alphared number 6, with especially with the social media stuff. And then I was trying more aggressive things to try to get myself to move a little bit faster, and I got tripped up in the process. So I wanted to print it out and do the proofreading and do all that stuff before I send it off to the printers, but I did not end up doing enough proofreading because after I sent it off, I printed it out then and looked at it, and I do see a mistake or two that's probably going to eat at me until I do another print run on it. But yeah, that is the goal moving forward, is to build enough time in where I do put enough pressure on myself to create the next issue, but at the same time have it ready and present it in a way that is everything that I want it to be. So you were able to hear the music. I can't hear anything in my earphone except for my voice. So maybe you guys can hear some of do you hear music? Can I ask you if you hear the music? Because I usually am able to hear the music, but it doesn't look like it's playing. Do you hear some music, some nice acoustic cinematic music in the background? Because I cannot. Oh, so it is playing. I just can't hear it. Well, that's good. That's good. So we'll just keep that on, and I will assume when I hit the outro that you'll be able to hear and see the outro. But guys, thank you. I'm like I said, if you want to leave a suggestion for tomorrow's draw stream, I'd appreciate it. Otherwise, we'll either see Soundwave, or we'll see Duke, maybe, or Cobra Commander. I know that Fong suggested that I do Starscream and Cobra Commander because they were both voiced by the same voice actor. So that sounds cool to me, and I do have a blank of both. But I do want to draw Soundwave because I think they're giving him more whatever in this comic book series. So Cobra Commander sounds good, and I haven't done Cobra Commander yet, so that's probably a good one. And then maybe the next week, the following week, I can decide whether I want to do Soundwave or another Starscream. But guys, thank you so much. I don't want to keep you. It's coming up on looks like 50 couple minutes. So until tomorrow, don't forget me. I'll be drawing live again at 8 p.m. Eastern. So probably going to do Cobra Commander. That's a great suggestion. So very good, very good. Until then, guys, I'm going to hit the outro. Let me find the outro. All right. Till tomorrow. Grace and peace. Thanks for joining me, guys. And girl. It doesn't look like it's going to go. So, till tomorrow. Grace, peace. We're out.